Good afternoon, Second Baptist Church, and welcome to the Sunday School's presentation of What Does Black History Month Mean to Me? Black History Month is an annual observance in the US, UK, and Canada in remembrance of important people and events in the African diaspora. The precursor to Black History Month was Black History Week, which was created in 1926 by historian Carter G. Woodson. He chose the second week in February since it coincided with the birthdays of Frederick Douglass and Abraham Lincoln. The Black leaders of the Black United Students at Kent State University proposed to change this in 1969 from Black History Week to Black History Month. The change was legally recognized by the U.S. government in 1976. Students of our Sunday school were asked to research Black accomplishments and civil rights leaders that they are most proud of. They also were asked the question of what does Black History Month mean to them. We hope that you learned something from this video and that you enjoy what the students have to say.
Is the Daisha Sucks. I am 8 years old and today I'm going to talk about Ruby Bridges. Ruby Bridges is a girl who went to a white school and she was being bullied, and I don't think it was very nice. And I think that all little children and all big people should go to the same school. And I think that no matter what your color is, you should be treated the same way as others. And that's what I think that Black History Month is.
My name is Tally Cardi and I am 10 years old. I admire Dr. Martin Luther King because he was a big part in stopping segregation, and he did it without fighting and using violence. And he was also a big part in the civil rights movement and helped us gain our rights from blacks were treated unequally from whites, and that's why I admire Dr. Martin Luther King.
My name is Jaden Nelson. I'm 10 years old. I want to talk about Black History Month. To me, Black History Month means celebrating and worshiping all the African Americans who made a difference and accomplishments in the world. One person that I admire is Jackie Robinson. Jackie Robinson was a fighter, but when he got introduced into the major leagues, fans booed, spiked at him, and called him names. But he was a big part in stopping segregation. Even though the fans did that stuff to him, he didn't fight back. He opened a door for blacks and many other races to play baseball. Black History Month makes me feel really happy because we're recognizing all the African Americans who made a big difference in the world, such as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Jackie Robinson, Rosa Parks, Thurgood Marshall, Louis Armstrong, and many more. That's why I like Black History Month.
My name is Joshua Abraham. I am 8 years old. I admire Rosa Parks because what she did. She didn't give up her seat to a white man and got arrested. But that was a brave choice, and that's why I admire her. Black History Month makes me feel it's because we get to say stuff about our rights that we deserve.
Thank you, Josh.
Sierra Booker, and I'm going to be talking about two things. It'll be about Dr. Martin Luther King and Abraham Lincoln. Dr. Martin Luther King stopped segregation for others to be with white people and black people to join together in schools instead of splitting them up in different schools. Abraham Lincoln stopped slavery. He sent a message, but they had a civil war and won, so now we have our own free country. Thank you.
I'm 13 years old, and the person that I like for Black History Month is Martin Luther King. And Black History Month makes me feel that people have an appreciation for what happened way back when we didn't have our freedom.
Thank you, Lois.
Hi, my name is Sebastian, and I'm 13 years old, and I would like to talk about Martin Luther King for Black History Month. And the reason why I want to talk about him is because he helped us through segregation by giving a lot of speeches without using violence. And I'm glad that every month we celebrate Black History Month for those who helped us with segregation and to get through with it and to make it over.
Thank you, Sebastian.
African America helping others. African America helping others. Very good. And Dorothy is holding up. Who's that in the picture?
Kaden.
No, in the picture. Kelsey, who's that man in that picture?
There's Martin Luther King.
Very good.
Do not do that.
And
You're supposed to hold it like this. No, like, no, you have to
okay.
see that part of it. You have to hold it.
Who's in the picture Caden Cardi is holding up? That is Dr. May Jameson. And Caden Cardi's sister is you and me? You and me, sister. Kelsey? Kelsey? You and me, sister. In his hands, he's got the whole world in his hands. Good girl. The whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. Yay!
Praise to God and happy Black History Month to all. February is the designated month for Black history, but that is not the only time that we should stop and appreciate what we have accomplished. Let us look around our community and identify some of the accomplishments that we pass daily or interact with regularly. We have the Dr. Charles C. Polk School, named after a Black doctor who lived and had his medical practice in Roselle, New Jersey. At that time in history, there was only a few African American doctors in the country. Dr. Charles Carrington Polk was born in 1892 and died in 1990. He was born in Camden County, which is in South Jersey. He was the oldest of 12 children. He attended middle school at night because he had to work to help support his family. Let's think. Can you think what you were doing in middle school or what ages those children are? And just think what responsibility that he had that he started with. Yet, he became the first graduate from an all-Black Lawnside High School in South Jersey. He then earned a medical degree from Howard University, where he met his wife. They lived in Westfield before moving to Roselle. He set up his office in his home at the corner of 7th Avenue and Chestnut Street, which is now a memorial park named after him. Many of his patients did not have money to pay for an office visit, but he would not turn them away. He also would provide free physicals for the athletics departments and the athletic teams in the community. He was a leader in the community along with others. Another one is Mr. George Woody, who is a businessman and who is a member of our church, Second Baptist Church. He's been a long-time member, perhaps a lifetime member. He was also the first Black person to be elected councilman in Roselle. Another Black man contributed to the community of Roselle is Mr. Leonard Bud Simmons. Mr. Simmons graduated from Abraham Clark School in 1936, and after high school, he attended Brown Business School in New York City. Now, he was the first Black policeman in the borough of Roselle, which later he became a police commissioner. He also served in the military in World War II. The playground or park in our community at the corner of Pine Street and 2nd Avenue is named after him. These are just a few names in our community to remember as our children attend Charles Polk School and play in Leonard Bud Simmons Playground, And as our families receive special services in a time of need from Mr. George Woody, let us remember these people are living history. Thank you, God, for the people that work to bring our community spirit together, and that we will continue to grow in unity and preserve our history. Thank you.
That concludes our Sunday school presentation for Black History Month. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of the students for their contributions and for the adults as well. We hope you learned something new and that you enjoyed it.